What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Girl. Oh, I said I was supposed to read some comments under that picture of Darius and that girl. I got sidetracked because I was like, girl, this don't make no sense. But I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, and I just continued to talk about it. Anyway, I am watching Welcome to Derry. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Hey, everybody, it's me, Erica. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know that you stopped by. Hype the video up. Hype me up. I hype me up. I can't hype me up. That's so crazy. You can't hype up your own video naturally. But can you hype the video up so that people can to be like, because a lot of y'all see, and this is what it is. I talked to y'all about it on the other video. Can you please like the video for real? Like, let's like, can you help me? Can you help me? Because y'all be like, Erica, more people need to see you. More people need to hear what you got to say. So like my video so that it can be recommended to people being like, hey, you might want to see this. And it'd be like me, like this. I'm sorry to go cross-eyed, girl. Looking like Clarissa Shields. Her when I tell you Clarissa Shields' eyes are so wound up, she look like this. Her eyes is wound up. Papoose, God. If Papoose ever leave her, she gonna punch his ass in the face. But I am watching Welcome to Derry. It is so good. I'm gonna give you a little trivia about me. When I was 5 years old, my mom and her boyfriend at the time, and he was girl, they was involved in a cult, in a religious cult. I was 5 years old. I knew the shit was crazy. Okay, they called the main man. They called him Dad. I remember. Let me tell you something before I tell you the other story. The bit of trivia that is connected to Welcome to Derry. But that the man that they called Dad, right? I was able to witness my mom's like her spiritual journey, and then it really fizzled when she found white Jesus. I was like, girl, who the fuck are you? Like she forgot. She literally, it was like her spark like went away. She stopped dancing. It was just the weirdest thing. But anyways, on her spiritual journey, there was a time I was 5 years old, and her boyfriend introduced her to this church that they would go to, and the main man, that the pastor, they called him Dad. And one day we were in Pasadena, and one day they were having like a party, get together, and we're all eating and sitting down, and it started raining. And when it started raining, lightning struck. And when I tell you it struck right in front of that man, and when I tell you, I will never forget. It was like amazing that lightning like almost hit that man. I was like, ooh, motherfucker, that was your final destination moment, motherfucker. I was 5 years old thinking like, what? It was amazing to witness. Anyways, I think he was from Oregon, or there was something having to do with the church in Oregon. So we drove to Portland, Oregon. And that was my first time experiencing snow, being a little girl from Southern California. That was my first time experiencing snow. And there's a picture of me with my little like coat on. It has like white fur on the outside, and I'm like this with snow falling on my hands. But they went to the movies, and The Shining was in the theater. And Silent Scream, Elvira used to play Silent Scream. There was a film about a man who used to peek through the vents in people's homes and stuff like that. It was called Silent Scream. So there was like a movie. That's how old I am. There was a movie, but a little short movie before the the main movie, and the main movie was The Shining. So the first movie I ever saw in a movie theater after, I can't remember. I have to see when the dates were out, because I remember going to the theater to see Star Wars. I remember going to the theater to see Star Wars, and Jaws, like a trailer of Jaws was at the beginning of Star Wars. And I remember that. I remember that so vividly. And then, but The Shining was literally the first movie that I saw in a movie theater. and it was an old movie theater with like an old school box office in the front in Oregon, in Portland, Oregon. And I had a nightmare, but I loved The Shining. The Shining is like one of my movies in the vault. Like I can watch every now and again. I watch it over. I just watch it. And so, Welcome to Derry, it and Stephen King, Carrie, everybody. The Shining is like holds a special place in my heart because it's one of the first movies that I saw. It's an odd movie for a parent to take a child, one of their first movies. But I had a nightmare. I remember having a nightmare after watching The Shining naturally, because it's kind of psychological, and even the audio, like when you listen to The Shining without dialogue, the audio is even scary. Like Stanley Kubrick really did his thing, but um and then the book is like really good. It's really good. And then Dr. Sleep, and then them all, like all of that being like incorporated in this story, in Welcome to Derry. So shout out to the diva who recommended this to me. Is very Thank you so much, because I immediately was like from the beginning watching. It's so scary and it's so good. And even I was watching it, I like to watch it. Watched it before I went to sleep, and I did have a dream about the themes that were in the series, and like how the kids, like I was dreaming about it, like again, like I was watching it again in my dreams. I wasn't having a nightmare, I was just watching it again in my dreams, the images. So you got to be careful what you go to sleep what you watch when you go to sleep, because the last thing you think about, kind of last thing you drift off, and you kind of keep those images, those pictures in your head. So shout out to the diva who recommended Welcome to Derry, and I love that. What's his name? Carruthers. That's his name. The man who played he had The Shining, with little Danny, and he is in this series, like him as a younger man. So it's really good. It's really good. It's on episode 4. Episode 5 comes out, I think, on Sunday. It's on HBO Max. So that's a little trivia about me. Like one of the first movies that I saw, I can't remember. It's always the first movie because I was 5, and I feel like I was younger when I saw Star Wars. But I feel like, I love Star Wars, and Star Wars is another one of those films that go into the trilogy, the original trilogy, go into the vault, because it's such a wonderful story, and it's literally all of us, like all of us are Luke Skywalker, right? We're all Luke Skywalker, and we're all on our journey, and the hero's journey, Joseph Campbell's The Hero's Journey. A Hero's Journey, is what George Lucas used as a template to tell Luke's story, and it's just so like And then when you incorporate it, even with the Fool's Journey, basically, right? And when you look at a tarot deck, and it starts with the Fool, and you lay out the major arcana, and you see it's the Fool on its journey. It's just I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I remember getting into it with this dude on Facebook because he liked Star Wars for the aesthetics. He wasn't even really into the story. So when I was trying to get like deep into the story of Luke being on the Fool's Journey, it was like totally escaping him, even though his fucking license plate said Yoda on it. Like he was like very much a Star Wars fanatic, but it was like really for the aesthetics, really. He really didn't, it was almost like he didn't get the connection of the Fool's Journey that Luke was on, right? Um, he didn't get it, and I was like, dude, you're lame. I was like, you're not a Star Wars, like you're a Star Wars fan. You're not a fan of the actual story, the character of Luke and his journey. Anyways, so that's a little trivia about me, and The Shining. So Welcome to Derry is on HBO Max. So if you're into all of that, I think it's a great series so far. Set in the 60s. Yeah, it's good. It's good so far. Um, who else? What else? That's all that I'm watching. Oh, I'm supposed to do the Bell Collective. Girl, the Bell Collective. The only thing that really happened, I don't really want to talk about Selena's situation. That's too much. Like they went to her son's house where he was murdered, and she broke down, and they're going to put up a reward to help them find the people who murdered her son. And then Glenn and Letitia. Glenn, after all this stuff happened, he spent the entire episode going around trying to blame everybody else for his actions. It's so, when I see a man doing that, I'm like, you're so pathetic. You are a pathetic ass man. Not only are you cheating on your wife, not only do you make her look like a goddamn fool every fucking season, you can't even plan. You want to make up, you want to make it up to her, and you want to do a recommitment. Every season y'all doing a recommitment ceremony. You recommitting every time. Didn't y'all just recommit in January? What is this? We in November, you recommitting again? And then how long was this film? So this was filmed at least 6 months ago. So you recommitted in January, talked to Mandy in February. So it had to be 6 months ago. So what was 6 months ago? May? So in y'all filmed this in May, and you want to recommit, and you can't even plan it. And so you use the people that she uses to plan events to try to do something. I said, he is so sorry. I can't stand no yes man. I can't. I can't. You put no effort, and that is so indicative. Like, you are really allowing this man in your life that puts no effort into even apologizing for embarrassing your ass. He can't even do that. They had some goddamn Easter Sunday lawn chairs. You know the wooden folding wooden chair, white wooden chairs that they have. They had about 6 or 7 of them laid out. Nobody knew. He only invited Marie and Curtis. Curtis, that's his name. Curtis, that's his name, right? It kind of reminds me of Andrew Caldwell a little bit. Um, Curtis, a little bit. It's something little Sister Caldwell about him. Sister Curtis. Is his name Curtis? I don't know. I might be calling him the wrong name. But they were the only two there, and then the mama and his stepfather. Why are y'all encouraging this? Girl would be telling Tisha, don't you show up. And I'm like, why did you show up? Let me turn this off. I don't want to trigger any of y'all. Somebody said they were triggered. They were triggered by the team's sound. That's so funny. Oh. I turned the volume down a little bit. Oh, did I did. I caught it. I caught it mid ping. Um, and so he couldn't even plan it, girl. So Glenn, he wanted to apologize to Letitia, and he wanted to do a recommitment ceremony, but he did everything at the last minute. And her team, he's using her team to try to get them to plan it, but he's not following up. He's not doing anything. So they're calling her like, I don't know what he's doing, girl. He's trying to get something planned. I don't know if he's trying to plan something for you or what he's doing. What was I saying? So yeah, so they were calling Letitia. We just talking about Belle Collective. I'm not. This is. I guess we could talk about Belle Collective. Um, um, Letitia. What? She gets to the. Okay, so he's calling her, trying to figure out where she is. Her team is calling her. So basically, like, kind of ruining the surprise of it all. And she's like, "What kind of shit is this? I gotta plan my own surprise." Like, it was just so haphazard. It was just so no effort. It was just so low effort, no effort. It was just so sorry and pathetic. I was like, that man is pathetic. And why are you holding on to him? You want to be pathetic too? Mrs. Pathetic. Ugh. I need somebody to explain it to me. Girl, I don't know. I have no idea. And so he's trying to call her. She's not answering her phone. Phone's going to voicemail. Phone's going to voicemail. So he's in his suit. He calls Marie. He's like, Marie. Marie said, the people are calling me saying you haven't called them. You told them what the plan was, but you haven't given them any instructions or no direction. You're going to have to call them and give them some instructions and some directions. Like, how are you a leader and you can't even plan a surprise? But you want somebody to revere you as a leader of some household, and you can't even. And my thing is, you could have done the little commitment at your house instead of on the side of some road somewhere, some park with other people there. Like, what is going on? He didn't have no little archway. He literally had a vase with some flowers in it and about 7 Easter Sunday white wooden foldable lawn chairs out there. Marie's sitting up there crying. Girl, shut up. I was like, they so stupid. Y'all so, this is so stupid.
Shut up. That is so stupid.
That is so stupid. Shout out to Nene. Girl, that is so stupid. And so she finally pulls up in the driveway. She was like, what I gotta do? I gotta plan my, she was like, the people are calling me, they asking me stuff. What are you trying to do? What's going on? Why are you all dressed up and this and that? And then her mom talking about, here she come, here she come. Girl, I would have been on the phone with my daughter. Like Cynthia's mom was trying to tell her not to marry Peter. Girl, don't show up. Don't pick the phone up. He's going to be calling you over and over again. Do not pick the phone up. He's trying to do a recommitment ceremony. A recommitment again? It was just, so you trying to like, that's what I'm saying. You did a recommitment in January and you didn't you already fucked up in February. You found out in, it has to be, we're watching in November, it has to be at least 6 months. So you found out so y'all was doing this in May. So in May, you found out that in February, he was texting Mandy and you doing a recommitment ceremony just 3 months. So y'all gonna just do something every 3 months? I know Joshua is so tired of you jumping in his fucking bed. Girl, I know he is. Girl, get out of my room. Can we get another house since you gonna keep him around? Just put him in a different bedroom. Cause you gonna keep forgiving him? Like you ain't got no fucking self-worth, girl. You couldn't empower me to do shit. Nothing. Nothing. I'm looking at Letitia like, girl, no. And it's like, I don't even like, that's what I'm saying. Like people are like, that's not true. They're not really going through there. They're just doing it for TV. You're not, if we're gonna be a couple on TV, if we are gonna be a couple on TV, bitch, and we're gonna play with this relationship, I'm gonna be the one looking like I'm the victor in the city. I'm not gonna play no fucking fool on down to own TV. Bitch, it's gonna be you looking like I'm cheating on you. It's gonna be looking, you gonna be the one coming back to me, bitch, after I cheat on you 1,002 times. I'm not playing no motherfucking fool down to Oprah Winfrey's network. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense to me. Down to Oprah Winfrey's network, you gonna play a fool? Where you look like you have no self worth? That's what I'm saying. You can't play. I'm not playing. I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. We're not playing those games. You're gonna be the one playing the fool. You're gonna be the one looking like a clown. You're gonna be the one looking like you don't have no goddamn self respect. And then Latrice, when she came back from Biloxi, she goes directly to the condo where Cliff is. Cliff think he got him a bachelor pad. You see that? You see how, you see all his stuff in the closet? How it was just, baby, he lives over there. He had a lot of clothes over there. A lot of clothes, of multiple pair of shoes, not one to two pair. It looked like it was about 6 pair of shoes in that closet. So you there all the time, right above Taste, doing your thing. She said, we got to be on the same page. He says, well, I'm in the front page, you on the back page.
No, no.
No, they don't even, I don't know. I don't get it. I need to tie this again. I don't get it. Latrice was like, no, we both on the front page, on the same page. We both need to be on the same page. We both need to be on the same page. And we're not. You're not going to be here by yourself. No, we're not playing those games at all. Okay? Not at all. Hold on. That's why I said I can't. look at myself and do this. Pop out my new body like I'm Cardi in this motherfucker, bitch. I'm giving Belle like karate in this motherfucker. How did I tie it? I'm really acting slow right now. G lock on my hip. I walk around with a limp. Oh, with broke nigga on her lips. Dress couldn't even fit. Bottle after bottle, like somebody in here thirsty. Both hands on me, like a nigga trying to search me. Hey, what's the word, Ski? Okay, this is gonna have to work. I like to look like I like to. I don't know. I like to give the feeling that it's a feather or uh, a, a, a wing or something, a cockadoodle doo. You know, it looks like a flower. Doesn't that look like a little hibiscus right there? Look at that. Wow. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta throw it up there, girl. But I always like to have my hair peeking out. It would be cuter if I had my natural color. You know, blonde is my natural color. But girl, Latrice and Cliff, that's what happens. But she sounds like she is like I hope she doesn't have a baby with that man because his views about women are so old and backwards and archaic, and it's almost like they think that you're beneath. Well, he believes you're beneath him. I'm the man. I'm on the front page, you on the back page. Are you? Are you? You see that Selena's son used to work for is that how she met him? I wonder if that's how. No, because that was when they were with Jay, when she was with JJ. She was cheating on JJ with Cliff, and her and Selena are really close. Like they said, they were gonna put up the reward money to help find. I was like, I know that's right. They were gonna help put up the reward money, um, and they were all there for Selena, which was endearing to watch, but that's a very sad situation. Hula Tambra and Demon, they talking about money. She wants to know, either she wants to try to help him with his like money management. He doesn't want to really talk to her about his money. um I feel like this money conversation, if I don't know, if the goal is to combine resources, that would be the only way that you would have information on my money, and even then I'm probably giving you a fake number. You're not gonna be that close to my motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck. Man, woman, I don't care. Nope. You don't need to know. It's okay. Or here, I'll give you the numbers. My grandmother always told me, don't ever, ever, ever let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Period. Girl, I'm not, you don't need to know. They went to some man and he explained manhood being attached to money. Right. Because in the patriarchy, money is their commodity. So we judge men on their money, right? The ones we don't judge by the money is because the system told you to be in love instead of being worried about being financially secure. That's why Joe Schmoes have access to women that they shouldn't have, and then provided offspring that they never should have been given. Um, ooh, let's see. What else was happening on that episode? So they kind of explained the money situation. I was going in and out because I really don't care about Tambra and Damon. I think it's weird that she wants to know about his money, but the way that she angled it was that she want to help him. I guess y'all let me know if I missed anything with that. Um, that was pretty much it. Bell of Bell Collective. I was just like, it was just another example of Glenn just being sorry. Glendale, you are a sorry ass man.
Tired ass, po ass, raggedy ass, slow ass niggas.
And that's my thing. It's like y'all come on TV and you want to use your marriages as your storyline and you want to make it seem like you're leaving this man. And if you guys are lying about like this situation and doing this over and over again, one, y'all are great actors. I think it's a great acting job. But at the same time, why do you I wouldn't even want a perception. Like this is supposed to be reality TV. I don't want the perception of me to be this weak ass bitch. Am I the only one? I know I'm not. I'm not playing with my marriage and playing the character in the marriage as the fool. Not down to the Oprah Winfrey Network. No, no, no. That's why they call it the Oppressed Women's Network. Not Oprah. It's not Oprah Winfrey because Oprah the themes and the stories that we see. Oprah, I can't even imagine Oprah being down with that. I want somebody to ask Oprah what she thought about Tyler Perry saying the nigga can pay the light bill because they close, ain't they good Judies? I wonder what she thinks about that goddamn advice. I would really like to know what Oprah Winfrey thinks that they've gone from Super Soul Sunday to Glendale Pearson.
It was gone.
Let me just go in the bush and weep. Let me just go in the bush and weep. I just have to go in the bush and weep. Really.
And Letitia Pearson. And behind every man. Everybody on that motherfucking show is divorced. I think except for one couple. Everybody on that goddamn show is divorced, down to Tina motherfucking Lawson, bitch. And then that's I just thought about it. Girl, why would you change your last name? From Knowles, your daughter's last name is Knowles. And her first name is your damn maiden name. Why would you change your name? That's why I said it don't matter how old they are, how many babies they eat. They face be like they still fall doop, 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 back bending. Why would you change your last name to Lawson, girl? That's what I'm telling you. And that's why Beyonce was sitting up there in that room with the candles lit. He really taught me how to be a woman. Girl, I start to malfunction because I know that kind of should be influencing people. And it's just like, that shit is crazy. Glendale is sorry. When I tell you, that's a sorry ass nigga. And Cliff and his machismo and his the man is first and the man is higher. He already did this and this. Then he told her, I'm on the front page, you on the back page. That's your husband, child. I don't know. I don't know. I look at do you ever look at the women and be like, could I do that? Could I act like these people are really these people we're watching these people are really in relationships with these people. And these people are showing us glimpses of their relationship. This it's nationally. So the stuff that we don't see, I can't even imagine. And I'd be looking at like and I look at Latrice and I'm like, she has her own she not her home is really nice. She has a nice home. But then your partner is like a chauvinist. How do you I just don't understand how you overlook that. Like that's in direct conflict with your existence. I don't understand. I don't get it. I be really staring at the TV like, oh girl, when I tell you, if y'all are not watching Love and Hip Hop Miami, if you want to watch some foolishness and some shenanigans. Oh, Amara La Negra is such a disappointment. You are a lame ass girl. You are so lame. Tip, Tip Drill, Miami Tip. She goes by now. I wonder when she's just gonna go by her name. I wonder when that's gonna happen. But she's been wearing Amara La Negra out. I love Miami Love and Hip Hop. When I tell you it is produced so well, they have so many characters on that show. It literally cycles like a soap opera. You know how you get a story one day and then you don't see the continuation to the story until maybe Wednesday. Like it starts on Monday, but you don't see what happens on Tuesday. They feature other characters, but everybody is connected. When I tell you, since they moved to MTV, Miami is even the intro. I even love the intro to Miami. I love the fact that it's showing the diaspora. I love that fact. I love that fact, right? And Amara La Negra, Alan, her children's father, she wanted to have another baby with him. Miami Tip has been like, "What is wrong with you?" Like letting her talking like I would talk to you, like, "Girl, what is wrong with you? Why are you fucking with a married man? You had a baby, now you want to have another baby, and you want him to quote put it in a cup." That's what she told him. And then he was like, "Well, if I'm gonna have another baby, we're gonna do it the right way. We're gonna do it the original way. I'm not putting nothing in a cup. Like I'm gonna fuck you in order to have it." Then he's been married for 7 years. And then girl, Tip, she invited the wife. She invited the wife. Well, the wife and him are coming to Miami for their seventh anniversary. This is Amara La Negra's baby father. Okay, he's married. Okay, so he's coming to Miami for his seventh anniversary with his wife. So Tip is going to meet up with her when they come down. So she meets up with her. She said, "Let me show you something." She said, "I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, I'm going to tell you the truth. Hold on. Let me get it in my phone." She shows her. She says, Tip says, she's looking at the screen. She's like, "Is this a contract between her and Alan to have babies? What the fuck?" And then it ended, girl. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Girl, and these are people's real lives that they're showing us. And I'm just like, it's so dramatic. It's really, I call Miami, Love and Hip Hop Miami, a Negro novela. That is like literally what it is. And then Joy and her sister, who look just alike, they still arguing. Okay, so she finds out Joy is Trick Daddy's ex-wife, right? Joy, I love Joy. I like it's something about her like demeanor, like she be amped up but calm at the same time. Like her voice is very calm, but like she doesn't really raise her voice. It's really funny the way she communicates. But I love Joy, and she's so like unserious, and then also Trick Daddy is so unserious. It's ugly. When I tell you that nigga looked like a raisin, he looked like the California raisins that used to be the Temptations with the mics. You know what I'm talking about? My grandmother used to have all of them. The Temptation raisins, the California raisins. She used to have all of my grandmother used to have all of those things. Girl, that's what Trick Daddy looked like. So, okay, I'm telling you, when I tell you it's shenanigans going on in Miami, okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So, um, what's her name? Joy. Joy was married to Trick Daddy. We find out this woman is a pastor or something. She looked just like Joy. Trick Daddy used to mess with her. Joy ends up marrying Trick Daddy. She finds out last night's episode that the entire time, I don't know for how long, but she said the time that they were married, she's been messing with Trick. Trick tells her, he's so crazy. He tells her, y'all not the first sisters I done screwed, basically. So Joy said, she didn't want, when the sister on the previous episode, when the sister rolled up, she was like, "Oh, hell no." Like she literally did not know that the girl was coming. When I tell you, and Trina is in it so good this season. Trina is up there like talking shit to Hot Topic. Hot Topic is always in some mess. Hot Topic is the one who told Joy that Trick was still sleeping with her sister while they were married. And then the sister blurts out of her mouth, "Oh, you wanted to have a threesome with? Didn't you want to do a threesome with me?" She was like, "Girl, I didn't even know you was messing with him. Why would I do it? Why would I want to do a threesome with my sister, girl?" That's what her sister, and then her sister is supposedly a prophetess who is a reverend. You know how they do. But you sleeping with your sister's man, even though they were together at first. She said, "I didn't." Joy swears she didn't know. I don't know how she didn't know, but she didn't know that they were like in a relationship. But at the same time, the sister is saying, "You was telling me not to mess with Trick, and then you end up marrying Trick." Girl, when I tell you it is shenanigans. And her sister were sitting down talking. She was like, "I think you a fake ass bitch." She was eating french fries. She was like, "I think you a fake ass bitch." And she was like, "Because how the fuck you still sleeping with him after we get married?" She was like, "Yeah, girl, I would fuck him and send him home to you." I said, "These are sisters. They look so much alike." I said, "Over Trick Daddy, girl." Now back in the day, Trick Daddy was a little, with the golds and everything. He looked okay. He looked like a grimy look, looked like he had, you know, he was a little grimy, Trick Daddy Dollars. It's a little grimy, but he was not a bad looking dude, right? So he was messing with the sisters. Y'all ain't the first sisters. Joy poured water on him. She was like, "Get out of the bed, get out of bed," and she came and stayed with him. So when I tell you it's so much shenanigans, the house that she was about to get fell through, so she had to go back and stay with Trick. Trick had redecorated the house to make it, his own now that Joy doesn't live there anymore. And here she comes back. And then she comes with a cat. And he was like, "Do not let that cat out. I will not be responsible for what my dogs do to that cat."
She coming downstairs halfway naked. Okay, all right. What's frustrating me the most about Joy living in this house is that she want to act more exotic and erotic than she did before she left this mother.
I don't let that cat out. And she comes down wearing some the little negligee. And he was like, "Dude, you cannot come down here dressed like that. You got people thinking that I still want you."
But why are you so uptight that I'm in his house? Like,
It's my comfort zone. You can't come downstairs with lingerie on, Joy. You got everybody think I won't let you go.
Trina's texting me now.
Girl, when I tell you Miami is crazy, Michael Blackson. That's why Michael Blackson and Rada are on Miami, y'all. Girl, Claudia was on the episode that I watched last night, the latest episode. Claudia told Rada, she was like, "I think he got somebody pregnant." She was like, "What?" Girl, Rada's pregnant. She's in Arizona with her family so she can deliver the baby. Meanwhile, Michael Blackson is trying to fuck with Gael. I said, when I tell you Gael, somebody said you need to meet Gael, because they were like, because Rada allows Michael Blackson to have side chicks. Everybody knows, right? And they were like, you want a good side chick? Isn't this crazy? They was like, "You want a good side chick? Go to Gael." Gael, everybody's man. Girl, when I tell you them Dominican sisters on there, it's Gael and what is her name? What is her sister's name? Gael and I can't remember her sister's name. Flor? No, it's not Flor. What is her sister's name? I can't think of her sister's name. Gael fucked her sister's husband. The same shit that's going on with Trick Daddy, Dollars, and Joy and her sister. Joy got a girl. When I tell you Joy was like, "I think you a fake ass bitch. How you fucking him when I was still with him?" And she said, I send him home to you after dealing with him or whatever." Girl, she got up and she threw a drink, bow, on her sister. And then the security came in, the sister grabbed a drink, threw it on her.
I ain't never made out to be perfect.
When
But
did
one thing
you
I'm not gonna
find
do
out
is
that I
stand
was
up on the
a
church and preach the word of God and somebody husband.
And I'm him.
Bitch, I'm done.
Joy ended up walking out. She looking through the window. She looking through the window, girl. I was like, this shit is a mess. But girl, can you imagine? Like it's like that's really like they're not making this up. Like this really happened. Like you was really, and then when they show them side by side when they were younger, there's no way that Trick did not know that they were sisters because they look just alike. And then when Trick said, y'all not the first sisters I fucked, she poured water on him. He was like laying down and she poured water on him. She was like, "No, get up, because I gotta talk to you. How did she come over here? And how did she know I was over here? Who told her I was over here?" He was like, "I told her." "Why would you tell her I was over here? We don't get along, and it's all because of you we don't get along." Girl, it was crazy. Miami is a crazy mess. Michael Blackson is over there with motherfucking Gael. She didn't cook. She has a little diner, a little eatery. She done cooked him some food. They are already flirting and everything, and she talking about she gonna twerk on him and stuff like that. He trying to find us. He talking about I need a release. Michael Blackson, girl, look. And then Rada is over there pregnant, about to have a baby. And Claudia comes in. She was like, "Girl, I think," she was like, "Rada is rich." She's like, she's really close to Rada. Rada's like one of her best friends. She was like, "But I be trying to tell Rada," this is Claudia. She's like, "I be trying to tell her, like, give the girls the real." She was like, they don't listen sometimes and they got to see for themselves. So she was like, "A lot of people have been coming to me." This is Claudia to Rada. She was like, "A lot of people have been coming to me with the same rumor, the same information. She was like, "What? A girl, just tell me." This is Rada. "Girl, just tell me what it is." She was like, "They're saying that girl that you guys had down at your podcast, I don't remember the girl's name, that she's pregnant with Michael's, like it might be Michael's." And she was like, "What?" Girl, yes. So he got another chick pregnant. So we already know about that, right? And now he was like, he's in Miami and he's acting like he's stressed out. Not sure what he's stressed out from. He acting like he's stressed out, I guess, because their agreement was that he can't like fall in love or whatever y'all call it. He can't start liking the person or catching feelings for the person. And you obviously caught a bunch of feelings. You had unprotected sex with her, like you sticking your dick in, like, it's just like, ugh. So she was like, what's her name was like, "She is a dirty, rotten bitch." That's what what's her name was saying, Rada. So Claudia was like, "Yeah, they coming to me with the same rumor." And she was like, "Well, what is it?" And she was like, "He might have another baby." And she was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Who is this telling you this? Who is this telling you? Where are you getting this information, Claudia?" Claudia was like, "Well, I'm a journalist. I wouldn't come to you with no stuff if we didn't have some evidence." So pictures of Michael and the girl in another country. He's taking her out the country. They in a relationship, girl. I don't care what you call it, whether you call it friends with benefits. A friends with benefits is a relationship. That's a relationship. You in a relationship. The relationship is called friends with benefits. It's more than that. Y'all in a relationship. Now she about to have a baby with you. Y'all pregnant at the same time. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. They broke up apparently, or she called off the engagement. And I don't know. I don't understand what Rada. And I'm like, "Rada, no." She was like, "So the baby's gonna come, and the baby's coming, and so we're gonna be a family." It's like, Rada, Rada literally has a almost 20-year. I think her son is 20 years old, 18 to 20. Rada, why would you think that having a baby would keep a man that you're already in a open relationship with, where he's allowed to be open and you've allowed it and acknowledged it, so you're okay with that? Why did you think a baby would, let him get rid of the side chicks? And now Gael's over there in his face.
Fiance. So I heard your fiancés don't care.
My biggest thing, me not catching feelings.
I really don't care about other girls.
I mean,
I know you like my butt, right?
can you twerk?
Yeah, but I want to twerk on something.
You don't want this mutombo to come out.
When you see my bababata, trust me.
Well,
So
the
what you gonna
mutombo
do?
would beat the out the baba.
Oh yeah?
And then your ass would
Let's
turn.
see that.
She was like, I don't want any problems, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do. I'm like, what? Gael is crazy. Miami is shenanigans. Miami is shenanigans. Belle Collective is shenanigans, but Miami is when I tell you it's shenanigans. Amada La Negra, you got a contract with Alan to have a baby with him, and the wife is like, "Oh, everything is cool with us now. We're in a good place." You staying with a man who had babies? He had 2 babies on you. He had a set of twins on you, and you still married to him? I just don't understand. 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 I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't. Somebody please explain it to me like I am Portia, Diane, Gorbadia, Stewart, Williams. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, explain to me like I'm that girl, flight detainee girl. What the fuck? What was Portia doing on the plane? I need to know. I need to know what was happening on the plane. She came out on the plane with a escorted by somebody with a bulletproof vest on and a gun. I was like, oh, what did Portia do? Somebody, there was a, I don't know if it was a person, they said they were on the flight. Girl, people will say anything to get some attention on them. Um, but they said that they saw something, but it was very quiet. It was no loud things happening on the plane. And that's funny that we can get an account for somebody on the plane with Portia and them, but we can't get an account of somebody on the plane with Meredith and them down to the Salt Lake City. I need to know what happened. I need to know. I need some footages of what. How come production is not? How somebody from production is not on the plane? I can't imagine that someone from production is not on the plane with them. Because so when they're on the plane, they film from their phones. Why didn't anybody record what was happening with Meredith? I can't imagine Whitney not recording. And Brittany, you was already recording, so how come you didn't start your damn voice notes? I don't know. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go. Take care of each other, girl. Protect your energy, girl. Let's get down in the comments, girl. I'm gonna have me some hard-boiled eggs. That sounds really good right now. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Take care of each other. Peace.